I'm like a happy person. You know, I work hard being happy. I stay hydrated. You know, I chew gum. I smile when you're sad. It tricks your brain into thinking you're happy. It just goes. And like, if you do it long enough, you're like, all right, this isn't so bad. It takes effort to be happy. We didn't get happiness. Pursuit of happiness. That implies that you're not going to get it unless you try really hard. A lot of people are like, why am I happy? It's like, I don't know, because you've never seen the sunrise. One type of face. Was I talking about Gandhi? Oh, okay.
One night I woke up screaming, so my wife told me to go for a jog. I got to see the sunrise. What a great place to be for depressed people. And then I realized it was almost empty. Life comes at us fast and hard. New shit to buy, more people pissed, more. It only lets up at the DMV waiting for a number to be called, surrounded by stress. No stress here, no numbers. Soon I'll be at a red light, surrounded by people trying to get somewhere they hate. Or I'll be up in the sky, in a tube, by myself, wondering what the hell we're doing to our planet. Then I'll get a beer and wonder, what's in those buildings? I wonder what the weirdest thing is. Even here in complete peace, I still had the poison in me. I have this terrible quality where when I feel attacked, I then attack.
I'll tell you something that happened to me recently. I was at a red light, the light turned green, got behind me, honked for me to go immediately. It was this... I was like, nah, you don't talk to me like that. So I assessed our advantages and disadvantages. I was like, he wants to go, and I have nowhere to be. So I put my car in park. I'm like, now no one goes. Because that's how you really get at someone. Don't yell at them, take what they want. Take it from them, snatch it from them, right? He's like, meh, meh. I'm looking in the rear view. He's like, I'm like, yeah, dance for me, little man.
I have a job where I'm surrounded by drunk strangers, asked to drink and listen at the same time. I get it, it's hard, but please don't mess with me.
What? Huh? Yeah, what? I don't, just say what you think, I don't give a fuck. Either way. If it's negative, I'll destroy you. If it's positive, I'll buy you a shot. That's how I fucking operate. So choose wisely.
Okay, I'm trying to see how long it takes people to honk at me when I sit at green lights. It's very exciting. The light just turned green way up there. Let's see what this person behind me is gonna do. The cars haven't started moving yet. It's starting to move. There it is.
And I sat there for several light rotations. If you tried to inch around me, I'd be like...
I've had night terrors since I was a kid. And everyone battles some form of sadness. But I couldn't help but think part of it was me doing it to myself.
It's kind of like the person that's like, it smells like shit in here. And then they go to another room, it smells like shit. It's like you have shit in your nose.
Why did I also want my brother's water? I have plenty of water. I need some outside perspective on this. So I asked people to send me videos telling me what makes them happy. And I was going to trust what they said. And I noticed a lot of the same things over and over again. So I started believing that these people were probably right. Dude, that's so awesome. I've never heard classical. Oh.
One of the things that makes me happy, finishing an entire tube of chapstick.
Hey, I'm Bethany, and these are the things that make me happy.
What makes me happy? Turkey Club, Super Melt, and a strawberry fribble from Friendly's.
Such a gratifying feeling, and there's nothing in the world that can compare to finishing an entire chapstick without losing it or having to buy new ones.
I love joking around.
Oh yeah, keep laughing, keeps me young.
I love it, you're beautiful. Cheers.
Can you my glass?
else makes me happy? Spending time with my friends and family.
Finding someone new and talking to them about weird shit like unicorns and the stuff that I'm into, because sometimes it's just nice knowing that you're like not the only one.
I love finding a song that fits exactly right with the moment.
What makes me happy is knowing I can make other people happy.
Corny as it sounds, is seeing my sisters happy.
Yeah, it's nice knowing that there's people nearby that like your shit.
What makes me happy is seeing the number on my bathroom scale go down.
You are fucking brilliant.
Oh my God, you can say that all day long.
You are fucking brilliant.
Thank you.
I think that's belly dance and this is butt dance.
Enjoy life to the fullest every day.
That's awesome, man.
I actually got to the grass too.
Yeah, I can't really see her. Yeah, look at she looks like the Joker from Batman from all that ice. Here's the ball. We love Uncle Brother.
Who's a good boy? I've come to terms with the fact everyone's not going to like me. My wife's dog really doesn't like me. Humans are searchers, looking for trinkets next to paradise. We're so stupid. We're also doers. One day, Amy missed the moon so much that she drew it on the wall. She is so fucking awesome. She makes me so happy that I agree to wear absurd stuff for her. We have some dogs. We have a great life.
Sophie's probably the youngest and the dumbest. But she's so sweet, Sophie. I don't know why this is happening to me right now.
You're asking for it, laying down scantily clad.
Listen, I am wearing this for me, not Sophie.
Hello.
Hello.
We're doing
Oh, and you should have seen this family photo of my mom back when she was a little girl.
Yeah.
And she has the exact same hairstyle that she has now.
Really?
Like we could have recreated it. Could you grab the photo really quick? Because she's wearing a white shirt in it too.
Really?
And it was my birthday.
Let me see. Okay, this is a young Carol. How old are you here?
11.
11. And now.
No makeup
Shirt.
on, yeah.
Oh, you look awesome.
It is butternut squash, smoked mozzarella, bacon, and kale thin crust pizza.
That looks so good.
Hopefully it's good. Those are little caprese melts. So they're little egg roll wrappers that I pinched together, and there's regular fresh mozzarella with tomatoes and basil, just a little salt and pepper. And we're gonna bake them and they'll melt.
I love it.
Yes.
And then these are
Oranges.
nice, but they're oranges for really small people. Yeah, because if you listen to pop songs from like the 1920s, it's like, I got a nickel for your shoe. I got a nickel, do you know what I should do? I got a nickel, let's play games with my nickel. And then you touch my pickle with the nickel. But 18th century would just be like, I mean, what did they talk about back then?
All I can think about are pickles now.
Because there wasn't, romance didn't even really exist. It would be like, my family has land and yours does too. Let's join our lands and indentured servitude. Because it wasn't, I don't know. People didn't really fall in love. It was more just like, I have a big chest full of gold.
I think people would fall in love, but they just didn't have like the luxury of being able to think about it a lot.
Right, it was like a bonus.
Yeah.
They'd be like, no way, I love my wife.
Right.
Yeah, it was like the opposite of the individual.
Yeah.
It was like, typhoid has left me with only one uncle, and he beats me, so I want to get married. I'm pretty sure the well has been poisoning us. Let's pray to God and have a lot of fuss and get married to my cousin because she owns a field full of cranberries.
It would legit be like that.
The best thing about small towns is laughter. Los Angeles takes itself really, really seriously. Something that would be considered an Oscar performance and super brave and, so incredible. Duh. Back home is a funny story.
And to come to find out, he has 2 adopted brothers.
Yeah?
That are both black. And one of them is a transvestite.
Crossdresser, yeah.
Crossdresser.
Drag queen.
Drag queen, crossdresser. This is from Vermont. So then we get talking. I'm like, well, what about... That's interesting. That's amazing, And then he's got an uncle who has Ozzy Osbourne DNA. Can I say that?
Yeah.
So Uncle is like a full-on raging... what does he say? So I said, what did Uncle tell you? Here's advice.
Yeah.
Speedballs are the best thing you could ever do.
So then Uncle has a son. What's his name? He's in prison right now.
Yeah?
He's part of a special group. What's the name of that group?
The Aryan Nation.
So this is what happened. This is why the chicken coop doesn't get built as quick. Because it's like, wait, okay, so... So...
2 black siblings.
2 black cousins.
Black cousins.
Yeah, one of them's gay.
Right.
Dresses in women's clothes. And is now in prison being part of the Aryan Nation. Well, and then his brother's a quadriplegic. Throw that in there too.
How did he become a quadriplegic?
I fell in his pool.
Oh, that sucks, man.
And broke his 5th and 6th vertebrae. Had to get him fused, and he drowned too.
Oh my God.
That happened because he became totally disabled. So he drowned, and then he had complications with pneumonia after the surgery, and spent a long time in the hospital. And then he came home, and his wife cheated on him and left him. And
Jesus.
Yeah.
How's he doing now? Is he all right?
It's good.
Oh, he's good.
He had the chicken coop.
Lives down the street.
That's where the chickens were. I told you on the way here.
Comedians are usually by themselves, on the road, alone. But every now and then, we get together, and all the pirates take over a ship. The Impractical Jokers got their own cruise ship this year, and it was a blast.
Yeah, this shit's getting biblical out here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the end of times. You got a foot of water already. 3 dudes in a Jeep.
I'm gonna wash away and they're gonna find me in a Sparks jersey. I'll find my body.
Dude, how about if Theo didn't know how to drive stick? We'd be so screwed.
So
Being an outsider sucks. I don't understand the young urban hipster. I call them indoor cats and make fun of them. But really, it's because I feel like I don't fit into this new world that won't stop changing. Change is so fast that by the time I understand what a Snapchat is, they've already invented something else. I started thinking about what life must be like for people born after 1990, and I finally got what I was looking for. Empathy. When we were kids, there was no Google, so you had to look at people to see if they were lying. Like you had to look at their face. You didn't take an encyclopedia to a party. You know, someone's like, "Oh no, I invented soap." You're like, now it's like, "No, you didn't. You didn't." But back then, you'd be like, "I don't trust your watch, guy." Porn wasn't billions of gigs. It was just a crumpled picture on your bed that you cared a lot about. You know, now it's like all the sex in the world. And you were like, "Eh." Back then, it was like, I can still see a tit. You know? My great-great-grandfather drew this on the prairie. It's just a fucking stick figure with a bush. And you use your mind, right? You had space to explore your world. This asshole feels comfortable with the ocean because he has so much space. Young people aren't weak. They just were kids when 9/11 happened and the craziest people in the world keep yelling at them from their pocket. I finally get it. Justin, so you built this entire edition by yourself, pretty much.
Yep. 8x8, local hemlock, all recycled windows, pretty much all locally sourced lumber. Keep it on the cheap.
Yeah, because you did it without a bank loan.
No bank. I bought the original cabin and property for $15,000 and paid it off in 5 years.
Holy shit.
That end's kind of disappearing now. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Just a giant prism.
My wife and I drove to Seattle and back to see her family, and we just said, screw it. Let's learn Spanish.
Usted.
Usted.
Where are you from?
¿De dónde es usted?
¿De dónde es usted?
¿De dónde es usted?
I'm from Mexico.
Soy de Mexico.
Trying to learn Spanish. Not easy to learn as an adult because of the does, the gendering of nouns. It always confuses me.
Buenos días.
Buenos días. Quesadilla.
Buenos.
Buenos.
Good afternoon.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
So when you speak English to a wife, you don't understand the does of genders.
Suppose you're introduced to a married woman or to an elderly woman. Say good morning to her.
Buenos días, señora.
Buenos días, señora.
Buenos días, señora.
Suppose she's young and unmarried. What would you have said?
Buenos días, señorita.
You know, I'm like, El Luna. You're like, no. La Luna. I'm like, but isn't El da? They're like, La is da with a pussy. What do you mean? They're like, Ferdinand, the moon, la luna, la luna, la 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 la. I'm like, the moon's got a pussy. So I'm like, la oso, the bear. They're like, no, el oso. It has a penis.
Ask her how she is.
Is she married or not? I don't know.
¿Cómo está usted?
¿Cómo está usted?
¿Cómo está usted? Answer for her. Very well, thanks.
Damn right I will. Muy bien, gracias.
Muy bien, gracias.
Muy bien, gracias. What's an unmarried man? Is it the
Ask
same?
her if she's American.
¿Es usted norteamericana?
Okay. So I'm getting the hang of it. Like,
How would you ask a man the same question?
With a lot more respect.
Perdón, señor.
¿Es usted norteamericano?
¿Es usted norteamericano?
¿Norteamericano?
Perdón.
No, señor.
No, señor.
How would he answer? Yes, American.
Sí. Norteamericano.
Table. La mesa, food, la comida. I get that because a woman brings her food to your table as a man. That makes sense. I didn't invent the fucking language. I'm trying to remember how it works. The president, and presidente, because it's a man's job. I didn't invent your fucking language. I'm just trying to survive.
Hablo inglés y castellano.
Hablo inglés y castellano.
I have no ending knowledge to pass on, except don't live your life and fast forward. Happens to me a lot. Because people are great. We build sandcastles even knowing they'll fall apart. People love knowing that everyone dies. And you can't play Frisbee alone. And even things you can do alone are better when you have someone with you that you love. The only lonely people on the beach were me and this asshole. Two people searching for something when we should just be looking at this. The guy who really understands life? This guy. All you need for beachfront property is a tent. What a fucking genius.